We are in Unit 1, Lesson 3 Data Presentation, video number 3. So we are on the worksheet, and this is the bar and circle graph worksheet. And we are on part 3, which is constructing a bar graph. So you're going to need a piece of graph paper, and you're going to follow the instructions. So paper position, landscape. So we want this in a landscape position. I'm going to reposition the camera so it's a little bit higher so you can see that we are in a landscape position here. And we're going to draw our axes. And we're going to use a ruler or some kind of straight edge. So I would say go over about 4 or 5 spaces, and we're going to start, and we're not going to get the whole way down. I'm going to stop when there's about 4 or 5 spaces. I'm going to draw a line like that. I'm going to turn my paper, and I'm going to draw another line. We use a ruler so it looks nice and neat. And I'm going to go almost to the edge of the paper. So now I have my X and my Y axis. So X axis, Y axis. So if we take a look at the data, the student names will go on the X axis. So we have 6 students: Henry, Sheila, Marcus, Lynn, Kristen, and Linus. So I'm going to put a label down here that says students. And then bags of popcorn goes on the y-axis. So I'm going to turn my paper and I'm going to write bags of popcorn. And I'm going to put sold because we're talking about that. So we really don't have to have any numbers down here for students. We're going to put their names. But we have 6 students. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to put a little line here, and I'm going to say I'm going to make each student 3 spaces. So my interval is going to be 3 spaces. Skip 3 spaces and have another student. 3 spaces, have another student. 3 spaces, have another student. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 students. There's 5 students, and there will be 6 students. So I made the lines for the bars down here. So I'm going to label each one. So we first have Henry. So Henry is going to be right here. Over here at this bar is going to be Sheila. I want to make sure I spell her name right. On this one, I'm going to have Marcus. On this one, I am going to have Lynn. On this one, I'm going to have Kristen. And the last one is going to be Linus. So now I have that. Now I have to look and see what my scale is for bags of popcorn sold. So if I look, the lowest number is 21 and the highest number is 35. So I know I have to go from 0 and I have to get up to 35. So let's count how many spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. I'm not going to have enough spaces. So I know that I need to go at least to 35, but if I count by 2s, each block has an interval of 2, that'll get me up to at least 36. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, or 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And then I'm going to go up because I need at least 35, so I'm going to go up to 40. So every 5 blocks, I'm going to put a number. So we determine the scale and interval, and you can complete that on your paper. So now we have to figure out, I'm going to do Henry's. Henry has to go up to 35. So we have to figure out how high to make his bar. So 30 is here, and each block is 2. So this would be 32, 34, 35. So I know I'm going to have to go right to there for Henry. So I'm going to draw a bar for him. So I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to draw a line there, and a line there, and then I'm going to close off the top. Now, if you have crayons or colored pencils, you can color that in. I'm just going to shade it like this. So I know that that bar is for Henry. You're going to do the same thing for Sheila and the rest of the students. Make sure that you give this a title.